27 and nothing changes. I was going to call this video Being 27 in honor of my past video called Being 26, but I thought that was a better title because it kind of more clearly explains what the video is about. Also, you can watch the video Being 26 because this video is going to be almost similar to that, like almost a copy of the video, because as I said in the title, nothing changes in respect to my 26th birthday. So yeah, the theme of this video is that nothing changes. Well, a couple of things have changed, but those of the things that have changed are so minor, or their impacts are so minimal, or whatever, you will understand. Yeah, so basically in that video that I mentioned before, I say that being 26 feels exactly the same as being 22, and I agree. After 22, 23, I have felt very similar, especially since COVID. You can see more of what I mean in that video, but yeah, basically it's that since COVID, everything has been the same, every year has been the same. If there has been any progress, like basically in my material conditions, okay, I'm still living with my parents, I'm still blah, 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 those same things, no job, even though I'm no longer studying and I had been studying for a couple of years, it felt like I wasn't doing anything with my life, that kind of thing. And that still holds up in being 27. Some of the things that I mentioned there were like, if there has been any progress at all, it has all been internal, and because I am inside me, I can tell you that there's not a lot of progress. And I mentioned open loops, aka the things that worry me and the things that I should get taken care of, etc., are either ridiculous or they are still open loops for a long time. For example, the work thing, that kind of thing. For example, languages, music, blah blah blah. Those kind of things are all more or less at the same level that they have been. I have not progressed in any skill to a relevant degree, you could say. And I saw some of the open loops that I had, for example, in interpersonal relationships or like family, where some of the open loops that I mentioned, well, I didn't mention them, but I wrote them on a note, and they are still open loops. And yeah, also the open loops that are new, because I do get new open loops that open, I guess, and those open loops are still, even though I literally said this same sentence, like I am reading out of the timestamps of the old video, and I like it literally applies for this, right? It's like if there is any seemingly amount of progress in my life, then it stalls and remains open as this kind of open loop that I have not been able to close or managed to turn into something positive for my life, or positive for anyone's life, or positive for the world, or whatever, right? Then there I mentioned that I had some things cooking, and then I said something like, but it's too early to tell, or the grand vision, blah blah blah, right? It is some grand vision that I have not been able to like implement in short things, right? And I could copy that and say similarly that I feel similarly, but in that case I think that I'm not even cooking anything. Like I'm now not cooking anything. I still think about the things that I could be cooking in that way, but I realize that I cannot even say that I'm cooking anything because it's false. So yeah, I'm now not even, and I guess you could say that I have improved in awareness of now being able to say that I am not cooking anything, but I think it's worse because when I felt like I was cooking things, I felt like I was having some life force, of having something to look forward to, and now I feel like those things I was looking forward to are not, like I cannot accomplish them, or I don't see any way of accomplishing them, so I'm like, what is the point? Then in that video I show this tweet and I say something like, I wouldn't know I say what is written there because this is from last year, 20th of July 2023, as you can see. Fuck, I don't know what I would do if I went back to 20. I don't feel such an aversion to it as you, because she wouldn't want to go back. But if there is no mind games multiverse type shit, I might just go back and change some things. I like enough things about the present to just fucking take 50 million. I think I have gone downwards in that sense. I like less things about the present now, so there are some things that 50 million about the present that 50 million would solve, obviously, like the job thing and all that. But there are some that it wouldn't. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think but I also I'm not sure what I would do if I went back to 20 years old. So I have a couple of things that I'm thinking about related to that kind of internal progress that I've mentioned before. But that's it. And yeah, last year I ended with some kind of reflection of the Succession TV show, like Money is Just People, basically. You can watch that if you want. I still more or less agree with that, but that was like some minor reflection. I have talked about that reflection, I guess, in different ways in this channel, like more recently. For example, I made a video called All My Problems Are Social or something like that, where I mentioned that. And yeah, that part hasn't changed. I mentioned that because I was watching a TV show on my birthday and I ate cake. I ate cake this year today. Today I went to the pool. I didn't watch that show. And I walked at the evening then. I now go to the pool and swim. So I guess that thing has changed. But yeah. But yeah, I could elaborate on more things. I could, I guess, complain more about the state of affairs. Or I could talk about some of the things that I'm thinking. I guess maybe to give something concrete, because I have been very not concrete for the moment. I guess in the open loops that I had, one of them was job, and like I guess the biggest and the one where more or less all of the others rest, I guess, right? Now I am thinking of, I guess there I mentioned a lot that I didn't want a job. Now I guess in this year of progress, I have gone from not wanting a job to wanting it and not getting it so many times that I've given up. So I am going to look for a job, I guess. Right? Now I wouldn't say that I don't want one. Now I will say that the things that I want and the things that I can get seem to be at odds with each other. And I have done the process of lowering my wants a lot, to be honest. Right? And yeah, that's basically it. So I guess the direction where I am going is mostly focused on that, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm saying anymore. Sorry, I'm ending the video. Bye.